Hello, you're watching James. My name's James. You're watching me, and I am talking about watches. Well, it's 2022 and I've already bought myself a couple of watches. And buying those watches have made me think about what my watch goals are for 2022. Well, there's two things that I have going on this year in regards to watch collecting. Firstly, obviously, I want to buy watches that I like, that I love, that I want to enjoy. But also having this channel now gives me a little bit more of an incentive to perhaps buy a few more watches than I would normally buy if I was just buying for myself. So what am I looking to buy in 2022? What am I trying to achieve? What do I want in my collection? And what do I want to share with you guys? Well, I'm certainly going to be buying some more watches from LACZ. I'm also going to be looking for brand new watches that are on special at a good price, watches that I'm interested in. I'm going to be looking on the second-hand market for watches that are still current models that I get for a good price. And I also want to buy a couple of affordable vintage watches. So let's see if I can find something that is both affordable and very interesting from the past. But there are some specific watches that I am chasing and that I would love to be able to buy this year in 2022. Firstly, I want to buy a Hamilton watch. I love the Hamilton brand. I've never had the opportunity to own one before. There's a couple in their range that do interest me, and I am open to buying a couple of different versions. I don't specifically need one. However, the one I'm really chasing is the Hamilton Car Key King. This one here. Such a lovely looking watch. I really like the look, aesthetics, and the reviews on this are absolutely fantastic. Everybody raves about it. So I'd love to be able to have an opportunity to own and wear this one. Secondly, after owning the Orient Bambino, it has really opened my eyes to the Orient brand. I've been looking at other Orient watches. I'd really like to get some more in to see whether their other watches are as good as the Bambino. But I do specifically like the Komatsu. So I'm going to try and get one of those in, not only just to show you guys, but to be able to wear and enjoy myself. And I've never owned a Flieger watch. I really like the look of the Type B Fliegers. They're the ones that attract me mostly. So I'd really like to get my hands on one of those. And I think I've actually found one, and I think it's on AliExpress. And I'm just going to wait for the next sale to come up so I can get it at a little bit of a better, more affordable price. And I'm absolutely sure that I will be buying more Seikos. I just can't help myself. I do love Seikos. There's a few specific ones that I will be looking for. However, I am open to other Seikos. They're pretty much all going to be fairly good. However, if I was looking for a specific one, it'd be great to try out the Dress KX. I'd really like to see what that's like. And recently, I've just bought myself the Seiko SKX. So it would be nice to be able to compare those two as well as just reviewing it and owning it itself. And now, if you watch my channel, you know I don't really own any quartz watches. I don't own any analog quartz watches whatsoever. Obviously, I own a couple of G-Shocks, but I don't really think of them as quartz watches. They're a little bit different. But there is one quartz watch that I have been chasing and that I would really love to have in my collection. The problem has been is that they're not particularly cheap. So I have been looking for one that is significantly discounted or perhaps secondhand. And that is the Mondaine Railway style watch. I think these are beautiful looking watches, and I think I can overcome my little issues with quartz watches to buy one of these. So I am constantly on the lookout for one of these in any of the variations that this watch comes out as. I just need to find one that suits me, fits my budget, and is the right diameter of the case. And lastly, I definitely want to buy at least one more watch from a micro brand. I had such a great experience with the Phoebus Voyager that I think I really need to concentrate a little bit more on these style watches. Watches from smaller brands that may be able to produce something a little bit more unique and something a little bit interesting and something that's absolutely value packed. I might even look on Kickstarter to see if there's something out there, something new that I can support and I can follow and that I can bring to your attention. So they are the watches or the type of watches that I'm looking for in 2022. There's obviously going to be a heap of other watches coming my way from various areas so that I can share them with you guys and so that I can also wear them and enjoy them. It'll be a bit of an interesting experience because I'm not specifically saying I must buy this watch and this watch and this watch this year. It'll just end up being the watches that come my way depending on price, location, etc. So it might be a little bit of a surprise for me occasionally, and it'll also end up being a bit of a surprise for you because it might just be a random watch that I come across that not only do I love and like, but I want to share with you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'd really like to hear about what your goals are for this year. Is there a watch that you specifically think you must buy in 2022? If there is, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what it is. Plus, it might end up being a watch that I like as well, and I may end up trying to chase. If any of the watches that I've shown today interest you as well, please leave a comment about that too. It'd be nice to have a bit more information about the watches that I'm looking to buy. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.